So if you're looking for an online mattress and you've come to the point where you're putting Puffy and Amerisleep head to head, what do you need to know about these beds? Well, that's basically what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Hey there, I'm Wes with the Slumber Yard, and over here we review all things online mattresses to help you with your purchasing decision. And like I said, in today's video, we're putting the flagship Puffy mattress head to head with the Amerisleep AS3, so you can learn about these beds and basically, at the end, hopefully find out which one will be right for you. Now in this video, we're going to touch on everything that you need to know about either one of these options, starting with their policies, then we'll get into their similarities, then talk about their differences, all while touching on their feel, firmness, construction, and whatnot. And like I said, at the very end, I'll try to have that final verdict for you. But if you enjoy this video along the way, hit the thumbs up button, and you can always subscribe to the Slumber Yard YouTube channel for so much more bedding content. But let's just get right into this comparison.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
All right, before I get into these mattresses and tell you everything that you need to know about them, I do want to say that Puffy and Amerisleep did send us these beds for free to review and tell you guys about them. But if you order either online, they're going to be backed by the following policies, starting with free shipping. These are both bed-in-a-box mattresses that'll show up to your house in a big old box. All you gotta do is just drag them inside and just start ripping off all the packaging, and you'll have a bed that will expand in front of your eyes. Now in either mattress case, you'll probably wanna give them a day or two or at least a couple of hours to fully inflate and get to their true firmnesses and feels before you start judging them. But once either of the beds are in your possession, you get a sleep trial of at least 100 nights. With Puffy, you actually get one more night, so you get 101 nights. But that is basically your chance to test the bed out in the comfort of your own home with your own sheets, pillows, and whatnot. Now, if you don't like these beds for whatever reason, you can get free returns within that trial period, but hopefully you do enjoy them, and if so, they're both backed by pretty nice warranties. Amerisleep backs their beds by a 20-year warranty, which is pretty much double the industry standard that we see, and with the Puffy mattress, they're backed by a lifetime warranty. Now, if you need any more information about those warranties or those sleep trials, definitely check down below in the description. I should also mention that both of these beds are made in the United States, so if you like supporting American-made products, that might move the needle for you as well. All right, so now let's talk about what these beds have in common and where they differ, and the first one will be their construction. So the Puffy is an all foam mattress. It's got dense support foam on the bottom. Then there is a transition layer, and then it's got a comfort foam layer of memory foam, and the whole thing is wrapped up in a washable cover. Now the Amerisleep AS3 bed will differ slightly depending on which version you go with, because there is an all foam version or a hybrid version. But just talking about the all foam version, it's got a really similar design. It's got support foam on the bottom, then a transition layer, and then it's comfort foam, which is a really responsive memory foam. Now if you go with the AS3 hybrid, it has that same comfort foam layer, but it swaps out that transition layer and support foam layer for a layer of pocketed coils with a foam border around it. So that version of the Amerisleep may be the more supportive option if you're heavier. You know, over here at the Slumber Yard, we tend to recommend that anyone above the 200 to 250 pound range should at least look into a bed with pocketed coils, just because they provide a lot more long-term support and durability, and they can even add to some other factors like airflow, but you know, that's just our rule of thumb over here. But getting back to the beds in question, let's touch on their feel. And for the Puffy mattress, since it does have some memory foam in combination with a soft comfort foam, we would pretty much say it's going to be a blended foam feel. The bed strikes a nice balance between those two foams, and sometimes it will also matter on how much you weigh. So if you're a little bit heavier, you might find a bit more of that memory foamy sensation, and if you're a bit lighter, you might feel more of that soft neutral foam. But in general, a blended foam feel is something that we think is kind of unique, since you do kind of feel multiple things in the same bed. Overall, the Puffy mattress has a comfy soft foam feel that we think most people will find really accommodating. Now in terms of the Amerisleep mattress, this has more of a responsive memory foam feel. So since its main comfort foam layer is that responsive memory foam, that's going to be the thing that you're going to feel mainly in this mattress. You will get some of those memory foamy qualities as the bed will conform to the shape of your body, but it will respond rather quickly when you do change to different sleeping positions, since it is so responsive. This will make the bed work for all sleeper types as well as combination sleepers. You know, in some memory foam beds like a Nectar or a Tempur-Pedic, it's really slow to respond, and when you change sleeping positions, it's like you're kind of sleeping in a rut until the bed conforms to you. But with something like this Amerisleep bed, it'll pretty much keep up with you and respond almost instantly, so changing between different sleeping positions is effortless. This brings us into our next section, which is firmness, and this is one of the similarities between these two beds. They're both going to be right around a medium on our firmness scale, so they should work for all sleeper types, back, stomach, side, and combination. And going the route of either bed will be great for those combination sleepers. Like I mentioned, the Amerisleep will respond to your movements rather quickly, and the blended foam feel on Puffy is pretty responsive as well, so definitely will work for any sleeper type out there. Now, if you don't want a bed that is at a medium firmness, that's fine because both Amerisleep and Puffy make a number of different options. Puffy has their Puffy Luxe Hybrid and their Puffy Royal Hybrid. Those are both hybrid beds, as you can tell by the name, which basically means pocketed coils instead of support foam. So again, might be good for any heavy individuals. Those are both on the softer side, so might be better for strict side and combination sleepers or anyone who's just looking for a softer bed. Speaking of the softer side, Amerisleep has their AS5 model, which is available in both hybrid or all foam, and they have a firmer bed known as the AS2 currently. And sometimes they'll have other beds in their lineup, sometimes not, but this is as of when I'm recording this video. But what do you gotta know if you happen to be sharing these beds with a partner? What do you gotta know in terms of edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation? Starting with temperature regulation, this is just if the bed is gonna sleep hot or cold on you, and I would pretty much say that these are both gonna be temperature neutral for you. A lot of other things go into the temperature regulation side of things, like how hot you're keeping your room, or the types of sheets or pajamas you're using, so keep that stuff in mind instead of what the bed's gonna sleep like. Now, in terms of motion isolation, I would say that these are both on par, they're both good. Since they both have a good amount of responsiveness in them and use memory foam, they're pretty much gonna dead in all motion, so if your partner's gonna get up in the middle of the night or get up early for work, it's not gonna jostle you awake. Now, in terms of edge support, they're pretty much gonna be in line as well, unless you go the route of the AS3 hybrid from Amerisleep, since hybrid beds just perform better in terms of edge support. But we don't see you having any problems in any of these regards. Now, I did mention up top that Puffy has a removable and machine washable cover, so that's something nice to know. If you want to keep your room clean or just want to clean your bedroom during spring cleaning every now and again, you can unzip that top cover, throw it in your washing machine and get a brand new clean one. You might not want to throw it in your dryer just because things tend to shrink in there, but just having that option is pretty sweet. Now let's talk about price. How much are you going to be paying if you go the route of Puffy or Amerisleep? Now I do want to preface this section by saying that both brands do like to change their pricing and promotions constantly. So this is as of when I'm recording this video, but you should be able to pick up an Amerisleep in the all foam model for around the $1,300 mark after discount for that queen size. And we should have a discount code for you down below in the description to save you some money with Amerisleep. And if you do decide to use it, that helps us out over here at the Slumber Yard, and we really appreciate that. Now, in terms of the Puffy mattress after discount for that queen size, you should be paying slightly less, around the $1,050 mark. And that is for that queen size after discount. And sometimes Puffy as a brand will even bundle in, some free gifts like a sheet set or some pillows. So definitely check out that description box. Again, any discounts with Puffy or Amerisleep will be down there if you would like to use them. But that's basically the short story when comparing Amerisleep to Puffy. So at this point in the video, let's talk final verdict. Well, I would go the route of Amerisleep if you want the choice between a hybrid or an all foam bed, and you like the sound of that more responsive memory foam feel. And check out Puffy if you're fine with an all foam bed that's right around a medium, and you want that blended foam feel. And maybe that machine washable cover moves the needle for you as well. In that case, go Puffy, but that's just what we think over here at the Slumber Yard. What do you guys think? In my opinion, I think the Puffy is a great all foam option, and I would probably go for the Amerisleep in the hybrid if I were going that route. But, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this video? Hit the thumbs up if you did. And if you need any more information about Puffy or Amerisleep or any other beds in the online mattress space, you can subscribe to our YouTube and check out all the videos we've done. We're always coming out with so much new content. And we have a website, myslumberyard.com. There's written stuff over there. Definitely feel free to check that out. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm Wes, wishing you a good night's sleep.
You've been watching MySlumberYard.com. MySlumberYard.com. MySlumberYard. Come on now. MySlumberyard. Like and subscribe.